2020년이면 1만 년 전에 생겨난 남극 대륙의 빙붕이 사라질 수 있다는 나사의 연구 결과가 발표됐습니다. 그리고 2015년, 한국은 42년 만에 가장 더운 5월을 맞이했습니다.
Let's work together.
Now must be our moment for action.
Now, climate change is our global enemy.
지구온난화에 대한 성찰의 목소리들이 커져가는 가운데 우리가 할 수 있는 것은 무엇일까? 많은 나라들이 고민하고 있는 기후변화의 해법을 영국에서 찾아봅니다. (2013년) 겨울, 옥스퍼드에서 겨울 홍수가 발생했습니다. 시내와 통하는 도로가 물에 잠겼고 음식을 구하려면 한참을 걸어 나가야 했습니다. 하수도가 역류해 화장실을 쓸 수도 없었습니다. 처음에는 4일, 그 다음엔 3일. 비는 계속해서 내렸습니다. 유례없는 기후변화. 옥스퍼드 주민들은 대처할 방법이 없었습니다.
Well, what happened was this year, last year, we was flooded. It actually didn't rain much here, but we was flooded because it rained somewhere else. And then the rivers couldn't cope with the waters, and the water was going over there. This road was all flooded. You might have seen it on TV. This road was flooded. People couldn't go. The road, first time ever, was closed, and affected everybody. I've been here a long time, and that's the first time we've seen that. And we had the floods. You know, the water rise in the rivers, but this time was the worst one.
기후변화의 형태는 나라마다 다르지만 우리나라도 예외 없이 변화를 경험합니다.
전 지구적으로 평균 기온이 0.85도가 올랐는데요. 고위도로 올라갈수록 그 다음에 해양보다 육지에서 더욱더 온도가 많이 올라갑니다. 그에 따라서 우리나라가 지금 1.75도 상승을 한 상태에 있습니다. 지난 100년 동안 우리나라 이제 기온 상승이 한 1.7도 정도 상승을 했고요. 강수량도 한 19% 정도 증가를 했고요. 그 다음에 겨울철에 그 날수가 한 달 정도가 줄어들었어요. 그에 따라서 뭐 대구에서 이게 잘 자라던 사구가 지금은 충주라든가 양평까지 올라와 있는 상태에 있고요. 우리나라 주변 그 해역에서 그 한류성 어종들은 점차 사라지고 난류성 어종이 많이 늘어나는 이러한 현상들이 일어나고 있습니다. 이 자연 현상에 의해서도 우리가 기온은 많이 변화가 되는데요. 우리가 뭐 태양의 그 햇빛의 변화, 그다음에 화산 폭발에 의한 화산재의 영향, 그다음에 기후 자체도 변동이 있고요. 그래봤자 그것은 이제 0.2도 최대 우리가 그렇게 보고 있지만은 지금 현재 지난 100년 동안 0.85도의 상승이 있었는데요. 그것은 바로 우리가 온실가스에 의한 인간 활동에 의한 온실가스에 의한 그 기온 상승으로 그렇게 보고 있습니다.
만약 이 강수대가 변하게 되면 이게 이게 수억의 인구가 결국 거기서 적응을 못하면 국경을 넘을 수밖에 없거든요. 실제로 아프리카에서는 진짜 그런 일이 벌어지게 되고요. 그렇게 됐을 경우에 그걸 어떻게 대응을 할 것이냐, 국가의 안보의 문제도 있고요. 그다음에 이 경제 이걸 앞으로 이게 금융적인 이러한 측면으로 갈 것이기 때문에 그러한 대응의 문제들, 국가 생존의 문제들, 국가 전략의 문제들 이러한 것들이 쫙 지금 깔려 있기 때문에
예상보다 훨씬 빨리 찾아온 기후변화에 옥스퍼드 주민들의 고민은 깊어갑니다. 언제 또다시 홍수가 발생할지 모른다는 생각에 주민들은 보수공사를 하며 사용했던 모래주머니도 차마 치우지 못했습니다. 홍수가 발생한 지 몇 년이 지났지만 그날의 충격은 아직 가시지 않습니다. 태어나서 처음 겪은 일. 베이먼 베이 역시 아직도 그날을 생생히 기억합니다.
The water comes up through the floor. Lots of people put up sandbags against their door, but actually the water will come up through the floor regardless. The sandbags would stop water that's coming from the road washing over the door threshold, but if the groundwater rises, you've got no hope. You know, you're going to get flooded.
바깥 창고에 물이 가득 찼을 뿐 아니라 정원의 식물들도 모두 죽어 있었습니다.
Yeah, that's fine. Now, winter. Oh no, I don't. Oh, here we are.
평생 살아왔던 마을이 변하는 모습은
But just in the
충격적이었습니다.
street, this is literally just maybe.
베이먼 베이는 물높이가 언제 어떻게 달라졌는지 꼼꼼히 기록했습니다.
And these were me saying this is what the level was, this date, this time, this time, this time. You see, I can see these when I checked, and I can't. And I put the dates next to when I checked, as it was raising and raising and raising and raising and raising up. Thinking, well, it's rained for sort of 3 days this week, and that's the flood water has come up like 2 feet. Next week it's due to rain every single day, and it should therefore really flood the house quite seriously.
영국의 대표 공업도시 버밍엄. 한때 이 도시의 하늘은 공장에서 나온 매연으로 가득했습니다. 산업혁명의 발생지에서 사람들은 경쟁하듯 가정의 난방을 위해, 각자의 삶을 위해, 산업의 발전을 위해 석탄을 태웠습니다. 하지만 이제 여느 곳보다 환경에 관심을 기울이는 도시가 된 버밍엄. 지금 버밍엄에서는 무슨 일이 일어나고 있는 걸까요?
A history of industry and of perhaps poor emissions and pollution and such like. So I think that moving forward, Birmingham has aspirations or goals and targets to become a green city moving forward and to make a better place for its citizens to live in. And therefore that's why they have this goal to become a green city. You know, that we can sort of take a risk on that. People need to act now, and Birmingham is acting in response to that. And that's not something that happens overnight, and so therefore that's another reason for this long-term investment in projects such as the district and other projects around the city. Many years really. I mean, if you look at the district energy scheme that we have here with Cofley, then we're into a long-term relationship of 25 years or more. So that's but. I mean, as I say, we're looking at very much long-term sort of relationships and long-term investments, really, moving forward. So, 25 years, 100 years. It's not just for us now. It's for our children, our grandchildren, and thereon afterwards.
버밍엄의 한 도로에서는 녹슨 구식 온수파이프를 신형 파이프로 교체하는 작업이 한창입니다. 열이 빠져나가지 않도록 단열 처리된 것으로 지역 난방의 확대를 위해 진행되는 건데요. 지역 난방이란 건물마다 개별적으로 사용하던 보일러를 폐기하고 난방과 온수를 지역 단위로 생산해 사용하는 것을 말합니다. 공공건물이 이 지역 난방 시스템에 연결되는 이유는 에너지 효율을 높여 이산화탄소 발생을 줄이기 위함입니다.
The intentions of the scheme is, first of all, the relationship with the council is that they're looking at the scheme to save carbon emissions. With the government white paper that was introduced on all city schemes to reduce their carbon emissions to a value at certain milestones, they felt that it was an opportunity to use and introduce a district energy scheme, which, as you add and develop the scheme, you accumulate that value through the years as you're developing the scheme. So there's a major advantage to them. Us going into existing energy centres, we can have an opportunity of looking at what is existing, introducing lots of carbon saving designs into that system, such as pump variable speed drives, which initially saved us a lot of money in the parasitic element in driving or delivering the hot water around the scheme. And the third option is, or the third advantage is to the client, because we offer the client a cheaper value of electricity and heating that he would get from a grid supplier.
전문가가 관리하고 컴퓨터로 제어하는 시스템. 에너지 센터에서는 지역 난방으로 연결되는 건물들을 한눈에 확인할 수 있었습니다. 에너지를 아낀 만큼 탄소도 절약됩니다. 아낀 만큼의 수치를 확인할 수 있어 효과가 더해집니다.
Over the last 7 years, we've reduced the CO2 emissions by a substantial amount, but we've also reduced the parasitic values, as we call them, for actually producing the hot water. Now that was when we moved in here 7 years ago. If we said the parasitic value for running all the equipment was 100%, we've now reduced that down by 60% in the 7 years we've been here. So that means the plant runs much more efficiently, as well as reducing the CO2 into the atmosphere over the city.
이때 사용되는 연료인 우드칩은 가까운 도로변의 나무를 가지치기 하면서 모은 것으로 따로 나무를 벌목하지 않아도 매년 재공급이 가능합니다. 폐기물도 아주 적습니다.
This is our biomass boiler, which burns wood chip to provide heat to the Olympic Park district heating scheme. It's our primary operating plant at the moment, and its output is about 3 megawatts of heat. At the moment, it's pretty much running flat out, taking 1 lorry of wood chip delivery per day, which is about 24 tons. So quite a substantial amount of wood chip is being used. But as I said, it's producing most of the heat here on the park.
So where does the wood chip come from? I mean, is it sustainable?
Yeah, so as part of our contract to deliver district energy on the park, we have to source the wood chip from within a certain radius of this site. So our supplier at the moment obtains the virgin wood chip from things like motorway clippings and the sides of railways.
Why is wood chip low carbon fuel? Because doesn't CO2 come out of the boiler?
Yes, it is. It's deemed as sort of new carbon. Hence, the wood chip that's put into the boiler is from trees that have grown in the last 20 years, as opposed to, so the carbon has been absorbed from the atmosphere into those trees, whereas if you're burning natural gas or coal, that's taken thousands of years to produce and capture the carbon. So it's deemed as sort of new carbon, and in that way it's sustainable.
파이프는 단열재로 보강되어 있을 뿐 아니라 중간중간에 누수 감지기가 설치되어 물이 새면 바로 알 수 있습니다.
Have you seen a photo of the one that's gone up in Coventry?
이곳에서 공급하는 에너지는 한 번에 2,800명의 동쪽 주민들에게 전달됩니다. 뜨거운 물을 내보내고 온도가 낮아진 물을 돌려받아 재가열하는 방식입니다. 2012년 런던 올림픽의 슬로건은 탄소 중립 친환경 올림픽이었습니다. 지역 난방은 전 세계 행사인 런던 올림픽 기간에 가동을 시작했고 올림픽이 끝난 지금도 많은 지역민들이 저렴한 비용으로 친환경 난방을 사용하고 있습니다.
So at the moment we are supplying about 2,800 residents over at the East Village, which was formerly the Athletes Village. In addition to that, we have many venues that were used during the games and now in legacy mode are being used for community sports facilities, such as the Aquatic Centre. And that we also have a lot of commercial and retail customers, probably about sort of 20 non-residential consumers, individual points of supply at the moment. The benefits of connecting to the scheme are, there's multiple benefits, including there's no need for on-site boiler plant or chiller plant, as you say, which results in space saving on the development. It means they don't have to have flues running through their building. In addition to that, they don't have the capital costs associated with installing that plant. So there's initial cost savings in the build. There's also ongoing operational savings because the tariffs that we sell the energy at is comparable or below the alternative solution. The other benefits are carbon savings. So obviously, as we're running a lot of low carbon and renewable plants to supply the heating and cooling to the consumers, they're getting carbon savings to their buildings. I think it is quite a leap of faith to connect to a district heating scheme or district cooling scheme, because you're losing the control of your own on-site plant. However, in a way, it's more resilient and it has more reliability because of the nature of how that heat is generated. You know, on this site, for instance, we have 2 energy centres with multiple backup plants and dual fuel capabilities, which if you have your own on-site solution, you won't necessarily have. So if you had a building that was connected in a conventional way to the gas network and you burn gas in your own boiler, you don't have that resilience of having 2 energy centres and 2 boiler houses providing you with the one heat. We also have temporary mobile plants, which in the event of a specific network failure near your building, we can mobilise these boilers or chillers, which are on the back of trucks, and we take them to the site and ensure that we are fulfilling the obligations under our supply contract, which is not, you don't get with an on-site gas boiler solution. So it really is a leap of faith, but it's we have to convince people that they will be getting heat or cooling 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, at the guaranteed temperatures and capacities.
낡고 오래된 도시에 새바람이 붑니다. 지은 지 한 세기가 넘은 건물을 쉽게 찾아볼 수 있는데요. 오래된 외벽을 통해 열이 손실되기 때문에 도시 곳곳에서는 단열 공사가 한창입니다. 에너지가 쉽게 낭비되지 않도록 영국 정부는 물론 유럽연합도 지원하고 있습니다.
And why is say Council or say European Union kind of prefer to get this kind of project done instead of just giving a bit of money to get people?
Again, because it's seen as a long-term game rather than a short-term game. Constantly, energy prices will continue to rise, and as far as they see it, it's passing on money, reducing bills is only seen as a short-term gain. This is sustainable. This will last for 25, 50 years.
Was climate change, environmental agenda a bit of a driving force for?
Yeah, climate change, reduction in CO2, climate change, etc. That's one of the reasons why this is being done.
공사에 사용되는 단열재는 수십 년간 사용됩니다.
Once we have enough of the bags, they then get sent back to so the people who manufacture this then have it returned. This one in particular, what they do there is they actually chop that one up and it goes back into sort of kitchen worktops.
Okay.
So it all gets recycled.
Right.
But we have polystyrene insulation, that's phenolic insulation, and we also do a mineral wool, which you probably would have seen at Kyra, the green insulation, and that's the fireproof, non-combustible. But every insulation we recycle.
You recycle.
Yes.
All types, all 3 types.
All 3 types. Right. Yes.
단열 공사를 통해 온기와 환경, 2마리 토끼를 모두 잡으려 한 이 방법은 과연 효과적일까요? 어린 손자와 몸이 불편한 남편, 퇴직연금으로 세 가족이 함께 생활하고 있는 린다 헤버트에게 변화를 물었습니다.
And how long have you been living in this house?
47 years.
Okay. And I believe something was done to your house recently to make it better. Can you tell us?
Yes, we've had the heating, what do we call it? We've had the cladding put on right around the house so that the heating is kept inside. Brilliant. Brilliant.
So would you recommend your neighbours or your friends
yes.
to this?
They've all been done up here. This is a private house.
Right.
But so we had the option to have it done, which was brilliant, by the government. It was done free.
Oh, you got it done for free?
Yeah, only thing I had to pay for was the extension. This part here.
Okay. Do you know why did the government support this kind of scheme? Have you heard of why?
They're doing it to help people with their heating bills and whatever. And we get phone calls all the time, especially more so elderly people. To ask us, do we want heating? With some description, you could have a new boiler. You could have it all. It's all free.
Right. So, suppose you had an option of receiving some money to pay for your gas bill or get this work done. Which one would you choose?
I'd have this done.
Okay.
Yeah, no option. This is brilliant.
최소한의 비용과 노력으로 최대한의 효과를 내려는 것은 모든 이들의 목표입니다. 연구기관 BRE에는 친환경 자재들이 얼마나 실용적이고 효율적인지 직접 설치해서 살펴보는 시범 단지가 있습니다.
I think the most encouraging thing is it starts here and then you go out and you see these buildings actually being constructed in housing estates, not just in the UK but elsewhere in the world, and it's a real demonstration. This isn't just about a demonstration park where the demonstration starts and stops. This is about testing, experimenting, things going right, things going wrong, and then actually the best of what happens here getting used actually in real construction sites. That's a real demonstration of good practice. And I think also, a good example is the Innovation Park here at BRE. By actually demonstrating to people what zero and low carbon technology looks like and demonstrating that it's not a scary piece of technology, then actually it really helps people understand that it is achievable. But what we've also seen, I think, which is quite important, is it's moving from a component to a building to a community.
다른 집과 자연스레 어울리면서도 친환경적일 수는 없을까? 누군가 고민하는 만큼 날마다 새로운 기술이 생겨납니다. 이곳의 모델하우스 역시 지속적으로 개선되고 다시 만들어집니다.
이 건물은 어떻게 무슨 건물인가요?
이 건물은 BRE가 쓰고 있는 저희 직원용 건물입니다. 그래서 97년도에 지어졌고 지금 보시면 그렇게 특별해 보이지 않을 수 있는데 97년도에는 사실 아주 미래지향적인 친환경 건물이라는 어떤 주제를 가지고 지어졌습니다. 그래서 보시듯이 태양광 패널로 전기를 생산하고 있고요. 또 저기 보시는 수직으로 올라가 있는 유리 파넬이 수직 굴뚝입니다. 해가 강하게 비치면 저 굴뚝이 데펴져서 공기의 부력으로 건물 실내에 있는 공기가 저절로 빠져나오게 되고 그걸로 인해서 자연 환기가 이루어지게 되어 있습니다.
실제 적용한 모습을 살펴보기 위해 에코하우스에 거주하는 캐시 리딩 씨를 만났습니다. 원하는 모양의 집을 짓고 환경 친화적인 에너지를 사용하며 사는 것이 꿈이었다는 그녀. 그녀의 꿈은 보다 근사하게 이루어졌습니다. 생활에 필요한 에너지를 자체 생산해 그 비용이 거의 들지 않게 되었습니다.
Now we're not making anything because it's dark outside. But we have electricity bills every quarter. What we make on the roof is more than our bills, so that's very, very good. We also have water heated with solar panels also on the roof, on the south-facing aspect of the roof. And they work by warming up. This is a reservoir. It's a storage tank of water. And the solar panels warm this up.
태양열로 만들어진 전기는 전기차를 충전하는 데도 사용됩니다. 피터 리딩 씨는 개인의 변화가 미래를 바꾼다고 확신합니다.
Well, we've already got grandchildren, and what we do now is going to affect their future. So I think we need to take action now to protect our children and our grandchildren. And so what we do now is important for the future. It's not we can change the future in that respect. I think it's also important that this house is a model. We are models for our children, so that they can see what needs to be done, what they can do in the future.
어쩌면 낯설고 불편하게 느껴질지 모릅니다. 하지만 오랫동안 계속된 우리의 고민은 지구와 공존할 방법을 찾아냈습니다. 영국에서 찾은 해법, 우리에게도 멀리 있지 않습니다. 깨끗한 에너지를 생산하려는 노력, 탄소를 더 이상 배출하지 않으려는 노력이 필요한 때입니다.